Hello there. Welcome to my level 80 ninja rotation guide. This is correct as of patch 5.2, going into 5.3, where I don't believe there's going to be any changes either. This will aim to give you everything you need to go into high-end ninja content and even just squeeze the best out of your job that you possibly can in the unsynced versions and the lower-end content anyway. It just aims to make you a better ninja player. And something a lot of people tend to do on these games is, on this game certainly, is they just master every job. They've got no clue how to actually get the most out of their rotation. So that's where we are here today. So ninja is quite challenging in terms of the number of buttons you have to press, and reason being, I just did a samurai guide. Now, in samurai, you've got very distinct phases. You've got slightly controlled actions, you've got a burst phase, a cooldown phase, and that's the same with a lot of jobs. With ninja and a few others, you're sort of bouncing all over the place. You start combo actions, but you don't finish them until later, and then you come back to them, and you sort of start another combo action, then you go back and do other things, and you come back, and there's a lot of back and forth there. So my aim is going to be trying to sort of give you a step-by-step guide as to how to manage that. Now, this is my crossbar. I use a PlayStation 4, so if it wasn't obvious. I've got double tap R2 here, double tap L2 here. Your abilities will be different, or in different places, sorry. The other thing is the balance Discord has a lot of information around how this works. I got the rotation from there. One thing I couldn't get answers to, and I'm going to be trying to cover in this video, is what to do outside of the main rotation, because it's all well and good doing the rotation, but then you in a world of what now, and the idea is to try to keep your DPS up until certain abilities are ready for you to redo the rotation. Okay, so sort of like a cooldown phase, but not actually a strict cooldown phase. You're just waiting until certain abilities become available. So let's go through what the... Oh, let's have a look at my hotbar first, so just to show you where things are, or crossbar should I say. So my mudras are here, L2, left, down and right, Tenchi Jin. Up is the Tenchi Jin ability. Ninjutsu is X, Kusatsu square, trick attack circle. Okay. Double tap L2 will take me to Dream Within a Dream with X, and Assassinate is down and Hide is left. Okay, True North we don't use, Throwing Dagger we don't use. Double tap R2, we've got Hell Frog Medium, which is your Naruto Summon Frog. That's your AoE ability, we're not going to be using that here. Bava Kakra is your single target version, we are going to be using that. It's one of your highest damaging abilities. Misue, which we are going to be using a little bit, and what that does is quite important, is that it takes any Suiton that you've got that you're not using for trick, because you need Suiton to be able to use trick attacks. So Suiton is Tenchi Jin Ninjutsu, and it's a water splash attack, and then you can use trick attack. It enables trick attack. If you are not using trick attack, or if it's on cooldown, you can use Shisue to give you Misue available, and when you press Misue, what it does is it gives you 50 Ninki, that scroll bar. So that's quite useful to squeeze some extra damage out, or give you an extra Bava Kakra. So the other thing is, over here I've got the standard combo, so Spinning Edge / Aeolian Edge. Some of you might know my approach to customizing a crossbar is essentially to leave as much as default as I can, where it feels right, because if it's not broke, don't fix it. And this is something that I had no problems with, and I use this across all my jobs. This is my main combo for the most part. Okay, so that's the 3-hit combo. If I need to get to refresh my Huton here, instead of using Aeolian Slash in the combo, I'll do Spinning Edge / double tap R2 Armor Crush, and that will then give me my 30 extra Huton. So then we've got the damage over time ability here, SHAREfactory. We've got the AoE, Death Blossom, and Hake Mujin Satsu. That can be anywhere. I've just got them there. You probably got them somewhere else, and they're probably more useful sort of being up here somewhere where you don't use them often. But we're not going to be using that. What we are going to be using is Mug, because that gives you 50 Kenki, and Bushin, which uses 50 Kenki straight after. Okay? And Bushin, if you don't know already, it increases the damage of these abilities. Okay? And probably this one as well. So combo weapon skills, I believe, is the description. Where are we there? So yeah, 5 stacks. So you can use 5 different shadow attack potency varies. Weapon skill. So anytime you use a weapon skill, it basically for 5 times it does extra damage. So let's get into the rotation. So initially, what you want to do is pull out your weapons, focus on the boss, have a look at your throwing dagger. This is something that they do on the balance. So you see I can't use it at that distance. I go a bit closer until I can, and I stop. At that distance the boss can't aggro you or won't aggro you, so this is the distance where you do your opener, Doton. Okay? Now, I don't bother with this personally because I'm not in high-end content, but if you were in high-end content, the tank would probably bring the boss into there, or pull them into there. If they don't, it's not a big DPS loss, it's just a nice to have. Okay, so I'm not going to be bothering with this bit, but the next bit is something you definitely need. So, Huton, there. So we've got our Huton ticking there. I'm going to use Hide, which then refreshes my mudras. You should always do this before you engage. Now, again, really quickly, this I'm not going to be going fast through this first rotation. I'm going to be going really slow, so I'm going to miss a lot of the timings of everything. There's going to be a bunch of stuff that I just can't use or won't have the combo actions available. But just focus on the buttons I'm pressing at this point, okay? So assume that I've got a full Huton here, and now I've got full mudras. I like to teleport. I like to use Shikuchi to get closer to the boss. You can just run up to them if you want. The first thing you do when you get there, if you got them targeted, you'll probably start attacking them. If not, I don't know, it doesn't matter. You start off with Tenchi Jin, Suton. You'll notice I've got Trick available. You don't press that. You go Kasatsu. Okay? Then you go Spinning Edge. This is your combo. Spinning Edge, go Slash. You don't finish the combo with the Aeolian Edge. Instead, you do Mug. You get your 50 Kenki. You use Bushin. You finish that combo with the Aeolian Edge. Then you start the combo again with Spinning Edge. Now you'll notice Trick Attack will be next. So you press Trick Attack. Then you press Shadow Fang. Then you go to Dream Within a Dream. Then you do your Ice Attack, Ice Ninjutsu, which will be amplified by Kasatsu, but isn't because I'm taking it slow. Then you use Assassinate. Okay, you use Raiton, Lightning. Then you use Tenchi Jin. So you start Tenchi Jin, and then you use a Suiton. Okay. Then you go over here, you finish your Gust Slash, you do Gust Slash because it's available, you do Misue, give you Baba Kakra, you do Aeolian Edge, and then you'll have another Baba Kakra. And to finish off, you do another Raiton, because you have it. Crazy, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. It's one of the more confusing jobs that I've come across, and it sounds mad, but actually the way I've arranged my hotbars, they're different to the balance because they recommend having your crossbars, not hotbars, crossbars on the PlayStation. They recommend having them set up in a certain way so that these abilities can be used next to each other. The reason I don't is just because I've started this ninja at level 1, started rogue, and I've built up to this, so I'm used to this, I'm comfortable with this, but it just means I have to bounce around a lot on the crossbar. Now the thing is, the opener, that whole thing that I've just shown you is the opener. That does a crap ton of damage as well as a ninja. So what it will do is it will also align your trick attack with the raid. So that's great. And you have to do it a little bit faster to make everything fit. Now let me get my... I'm gonna just reset. Okay, there we go. We're back at nothing again. So I'm gonna try and do this a bit faster, but before I do that, I just want to point out one thing. One of the things I really like about my crossbar layout is it doesn't look it, but there are some things that just work because if I'm pressing, I'll give you an example. So start through the rotation, I'm going Tenchi Jin Ninjutsu, right? That's Suton. Then I'm using Kasatsu, which is square, okay? Then I go over to R2, so I'm holding R2 now. I use spinning edge, that's circle, triangle, and then left to mug, and then down. So circle, triangle, left, down. It's literally right, the rightmost button on the PlayStation pad, the top right button, then the leftmost button, and the bottom leftmost button. So it's the complete opposite. It's like in a way, it's like a circle on the pad. Okay, so that's the way I think of it. I think of it as a pattern. Now after I've used Bushin, I'll go back to square because that finishes the combo. Okay, and then circle. So it's a bit of a skewed circle if you want to think about it on the pad. So you go like that. Okay, so you go spinning edge, go slash, mug, Bushin, Aeolian edge, spinning edge. Combo stops there for that part. Okay, that's it for R2 for now. But you'll notice I finished on circle. So what I do is I let go of R2, I hold L2, and I press circle. It's the same button. Now, just on the opposite side, and that gives you trick attack. Next, I go back to R2, and I press X. Okay, so notice X. Okay, I double tap L2, and I press X. Dream within a dream. So the circles follow. So circle here, circle there, X here, X there. Okay, so that's how I remember it. There's probably a better way for you to do it for yourself, but then that makes that easy for me. So once I've done that little segment of sort of circle, circle, X, X, at that point it's it's now coming the ninjutsus. Okay, so this is how I think about it in my mind. So you segregate these parts into mini phases, if you will. So you do Tenchi Jin, Ninjutsu, Kasatsu. That's the first bit. Okay, so your initial part is Tenchi Jin, Suton, Kasatsu, square. That's that little mini phase done. Go over here, do the circle thing. Okay, do the circular motion there. Okay, once you've done that, I finished on circle, circle, X, X. Oops, no, my bad. Sorry. So I finished here. I go trick attack with circle, damage over time with X, dream within dream with X. That little mini phase is done. Okay. Now on to the ninjutsu phase. So at this point, because Kasatsu was up, you use that. So you amplify your ice mudra or ninjutsu, which is there we go, Hyosho Ranryu, and that only works under the effects of Kasatsu, and it's basically just a Hyoton, just amplified. Okay, so as long as you get do all the prior abilities fast enough, you will have the Kasatsu buff, and you can just use Ten Jin there. Okay, so you can do that, or you can, if you want to, you can just use Chi Jin. You know how it is as a ninja. I'm not gonna cover how to use your mudras. You should know that by now. So as I said, this is the ninjutsu phase. Okay. Let me hide just to get back. Okay. So again, after using Dream Within a Dream, we're then using the ice amplified ice attack with 2 mudras and ninjutsu. Then we go back up here and we use Assassinate. Okay, so Assassinate is triggered by Dream Within Dream, but we don't use them back to back. We put in a amplified Kasatsu Ice ninjutsu in between. Okay, so again, this is where I said ninja is quite confusing, because you do one thing and then you don't finish the combo action, but you do something in between before you finish the combo action. So you start the combo with dream within a dream, you don't finish with assassinate, you do the kasatsu ninjutsu, you finish the combo with assassinate, then you do another ninjutsu, which is your right on. Okay, so you just did your ice ninjutsu, now you do your lightning ninjutsu. So in your mind, if you remember lightning as a marker, that is your Tenchi Jin marker. So as soon as you've done your lightning ninjutsu, you hit Tenchi Jin. Boom. Okay? And then you use Tenchi Jin. Can't use it at that distance, too far. But you get the idea. So that's when your Tenchi Jin comes into play, after your right on. So this is a bit of sort of this goes into sort of memory tricks and stuff. It's you try to remember the thing that comes before it and associate it mentally to the next thing that's supposed to come. And this is with everything in life, really. If you have memory problems, look it up. But if you try to remember something significant about the thing you need to use before and relate it to the thing after, like for example, as I just said, so for this one, lightning is right on. Right on. As soon as you've used lightning, you switch into your full Chi Jin ability. Okay. So then, once you've used Chi Jin, you use Suiton again. Okay. So that's your Chi Jin ninjutsu, but you won't have trick ready. So why do you use Suiton at that point? Because this is the next part. So you've used your little ninjutsu phase there. Now you go up here. So you don't use this straight away. So you'll remember, if you remember, you use spinning edge. That's still ticking. Okay. So a few mini phases ago, so to speak, we did this. So spinning edge is still ticking. So we need to do gust slash. So after we've done the ninjutsu phase over here, we come over here, we use gust slash. Then Aeolian Edge is the next button off that combo, but we're not going to be using it yet. We're going to go up here, we're going to use Mesue to effectively sort of use the Suiton buff that we came out with here and get 50 Kenki out of it, because that's what Mesue does. Baba Kakra will instantly become available. You press it, you finish your Aeolian Edge combo, and then you will have enough Kenki again for another Baba Kakra. Okay? That's that side done. Then you back up over here and you do another right on. Boom. Finished. It sounds like a lot, honestly. I know as I'm saying it, it sounds like there's a lot going on, and there is, but there is a method to it, and when you do it enough times, I found myself practicing on a dummy here for probably for sort of, I don't know, half an hour every few days, for maybe 3 or 4 days, and then I just went into like a unsynced sort of farm for a mount, and I found myself trying to practice it, and it's so much fun. It's crazy fun. It's insane. When you do it, you feel so powerful, and also remember, that's the base rotation. So after that, you kind of have to work out what to do next and how to fill your time before you can continue the rotation. We'll get onto that in a moment. So let's do one complete run of this initial rotation here. Okay, so I'm going to try and hit every timing. So let's start with, we'll do this. We'll start this as if we're in a boss fight. Hide, go. Suiton, Kasatsu, combo, good slash, mug, Bushin, Aeolian Edge, spinning edge, trick attack, Shadow Fang, dream within a dream, buffed ice, assassinate, right on. Remember, lightning indicator for Tenchi Jin. Okay, and then we're up here. We should have been up here. I messed that up. No, I didn't. Yeah, I know what I did. God. See, it's easy to make mistakes, and I've been playing Ninja for a while, but I've sort of got this rotation down as of maybe a month ago. And when you're switching between jobs, sometimes you do tend to make slight mistakes here and there. So just bear with me. When it when the cooldown's available again, we'll have another go. Okay. Let's try that again. Okay, one thing to point out though, I've just had a quick look at the rotation again just to make sure that I'm not missing anything, is after I've done Tenchi Jin here, I then need to, because I got Suiton available, that was the last attack that I've done, I need to use Mesue over here, okay? And then the Go Slash combo finishes. And then Barakakra and then Aeolian Edge. Again, I'll go into it in a second, so let Chen Qijin come back and we'll give it a go. Okay, let's start because it will catch up. Suiton, get far enough for a throwing dagger. Doton, hide, teleport, go. Suiton, Kasatsu, spinning edge, Go Slash, Mug, Bushin, Aeolian Edge, spinning edge, trick attack, Shadow Fang, Dream Within a Dream, Kasatsu buffed, Assassinate, Lightning, Tenchi Jin. So we're gonna go over to Mesue in a second now. Mesue, Go Slash, shit, just missed it. See that? And that's it. That's the end of it. So apologies for the language there, but honestly that's what it feels like sometimes when you just miss finishing the combo. So if you notice there, Go Slash came off cooldown for the combo action just before I pressed it. So if I was faster between using spinning edge, so if I did this, something else, this, and another one, I would have probably got there in time if I was quicker. So I'm going to try not talking this next one, and I'll try and focus a little bit better. Tenchi Jin needs to come off cooldown again. So you can appreciate how tight the gaps are with the timing of finishing these combos. So I'm starting on 5 Kenki here, so you should see a fairly accurate representation of how much Kenki I have and when I have it. Okay, so we've got 40 seconds left on that. Just get a look at my cool little minion until then. From Alexander. Normal. I think it's the last Alexander fight. Oh, the other thing is materia, so let's have a look. So I've got direct hit rate and crit. So I think crit takes priority over direct hit rate. But if your gear already has crit, then you materia for direct hit rate, I believe. Let me double check that. So again, I'm going into the balance, ninja resources. This is something you should be doing yourself if you're curious about getting the most out of your class. So melding critical over direct hit rate. So critical comes first. Critical hit. Okay, so that's what your materia for first. So anyway, let's go. We're ready. Hide. Let's go. Suit on. That's combo. Mug. Bushin. Here, we got it. There we go. One rotation done. Now, this is where it's important. Look at Trick. Trick is a third out. So at this point, you just constantly do this a little bit. So you do your combo, you refill your Huton by doing Armor Crush. Okay, so this is what you're doing in the meantime. You might use a Babakakra, okay? Refill Huton again, 70, okay? We're waiting for Trick, so Trick is coming. We want 2 ninjutsus ready for Trick. Actually, Kasatsu is the one you're looking at, so okay, so Kasatsu's ready, so let's start again. Kasatsu. Mog isn't ready, neither is Bushin, so we skip those. Trick attack is ready though. We press it, Shadowfang. We use the amplified Kasatsu ability, Assassinate, Lightning. There's no Tenchi Jin, so we don't use that, we skip it. We go over here, Babakakra, Aeolian Edge, and you know, you sort of just continue. Now you'll notice Bushin's coming off cooldown, okay? So Bushin's ready. We need our Huton full again. Let's use Babakakra just to reset. Okay, what I'm waiting for is Kasatsu again. So Kasatsu is the indicator for me as to when I start dishing out as much damage as I can. So it's coming now. After this combo, I'll go. Actually, I need to get Huton up. So I'm gonna use it now. Kasatsu's ready. Let's start again. There we go. We're into our full combo because everything's ready. Mog, Bushin, Aeolian Edge, Spinning Edge, Trick Attack, Shadowfang, Dream Within a Dream, Ice, Assassinate, Lightning, Tenchi Jin. Babakakra, Aeolian Edge, Babakakra. Right on. Boom. God. So, again, we've done 2 rotations, so to speak, there. It's a bit crazy in the middle as well, because you're trying to work out what to use when. Now, personally, I use Kasatsu as an indicator as to when I can sort of start using my ninjutsus again. So, in my mind, that rotation that I've just gone over, that core rotation that we've been building this video, is something that you repeat, but there will be a bunch of abilities you can't use every time. So you will only really be able to use all of your abilities every second time you start the rotation. So first time you will, second time you won't, third time you will, fourth time you won't, fifth time you will. With the exception of Tenchi Jin, I think, as well, because look, that's still on cooldown. That takes forever. So you use what is available to you, but you use Kasatsu as an indicator as about when to start. That's how I play. Somebody will probably come along and say you're an idiot and you're doing it wrong, but in all honesty, I've been playing Ninja in not in-game content, but in fairly sort of high-level content, and my DPS numbers have been sort of on par or not far off of other sort of higher damaging jobs, like even Samurai. I've been maybe, I think, 14,000 and stuff in some on some bosses and stuff, which has been measured by one of my friends who uses just a DPS add-on on the PC just to help me, because I do like to try and get the most out of my DPS class, because I feel like if you're not playing a job properly, then you're not really playing the job. But yeah, you don't use that to criticize other players, but you do use it to improve your own game, and that's where I am. So I find that that works well for me. So Kasatsu is an indicator as to when to kick off again, just to see if we can get back into it again. So let's give it another shot. So we've got everything available, and we're gonna go again. We're gonna see if we can go for a bit longer this time, so maybe try to get a few cycles in. So the goal will be to get one full core rotation done. We'll try to wait until Kasatsu is available, get another sort of semi-rotation or partial rotation done. Then Trick should be available, and so will Bushin, so we'll get another core rotation done, and we'll go on to another sort of semi-rotation and get back to a third core rotation, and we'll finish on that hopefully. So let's see if we can do this. So we'll get close enough for throwing daggers there. Huton, dot on, hide, teleport, go, suit on, Kasatsu, spinning edge, gut slash, mug, Lucian, Aeolian edge, spinning edge, trick attack, shadow fang, dream within a dream, ice, assassinate, lightning, Tenchi Jin, mace away, gut slash, Bavakakra, Aeolian edge, Bavakakra, right on, one done. Okay, so you'll notice I nearly missed the gut slash combo action, but that was because I pressed Shadow Fang instead. So I want to build up my Huton again, so Armor Crush, okay, Bavakakra just because it's there. Kasatsu's coming off cooldown soon, so we got 14 seconds. I'm going to use another Armor Crush now. I'm going to go for Kasatsu. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2. I went a little bit too early, but let's go. There we go. Okay. Mug isn't available, so we're going to skip that. Trick is available now. You'll notice it just came off cooldown. Dream within a dream, ice, assassinate, lightning. Tenchi Jin's not available. We're going to go there. We're going to go Bavakakra, Aeolian edge. If there's no Bavakakra, we're going to go lightning. So it's essentially the same rotation, but I'm skipping bits. Okay, so just same again. So Armor Crush, this is a bit of a cooldown phase again. We've got Bavakakra, so let's use it. Remember, you need a Bushin, so keep an eye on that, okay? Don't use too many Bavakakras so that you run out of the ability to use Bushin. Okay, Kasatsu's coming off. We should be ready after this. Now, go. Mug's available. Remember, oh, okay, I messed up there. Mug gives you a bunch of Kenki. Ice, did we get it in time? Yes. Assassinate, lightning, Tenchi Jin. We missed a combo action there, so Bavakakra anyway. Lightning. So you'll get a lot of this. You'll start to miss things, but the important thing is don't get frazzled. Just keep playing, okay? So we're going to run through a few more just to show you this is what you do if you get things wrong as well. So just carry on. Armor Crush. So we're getting our Huton back, okay? We've got Huton. We're waiting our time till Kasatsu's ready. We're using Bavakakra because it's there. We're going to use one last Armor Crush just to get full, and then we're going to start our combo again because Kasatsu's available. There, Kasatsu, start the combo. Mug isn't ready, you'll notice it's halfway. Neither is Bushin, so we're skipping that. Spinning Edge. Trick Attack's ready. Shadow Fang, Dream Within a Dream, Ice, Assassinate, Lightning. Tenchi Jin isn't ready. We're going to go Gust Slash, Bavakakra, Aeolian Edge. There's no Bavakakra, and we're going to go Lightning. Okay? And then we're into another cooldown one. So we've gone over a few now. So Armor Crush. Kasatsu's halfway there. Use another Bavakakra. So we're saving Bushin. This is the important thing. We save Bushin for our rotation, okay? So Kasatsu's almost there now. Armor Crush. Okay, Bavakakra. Come on. Kasatsu's nearly there. Now it should be ready. Okay, so you'll notice it lines up with my two Mudras. And Trick Attack's coming as well. You see how it's nearly ready? Mug, Bushin, Aeolian Edge, Spinning Edge, Trick Attack just came off cooldown. Shadow Fang, Dream Within a Dream, Ice, Assassinate, yep, Lightning, Tenchi Jin, Suton. Ooh, did I miss Aeolian Edge? I think I missed a combo. Bavakakra, Lightning. Okay, so I'm going to stop there. But hopefully you get the idea, and I hope I wasn't going too fast for you. I tried to call things out as I was doing them. So there is something I do want to point out though. So in the cooldown parts, I am waiting for Kasatsu. Okay, I'm waiting for Kasatsu to come to about maybe 5, and you'll notice that that coincides with when my 2 mudras builds up there, 2. And that then lines up with Trick Attack to be ready in that same phase, in that same core set of actions. So Kasatsu is, I think it works really well. The only thing that doesn't coincide with it sometimes is Bushin. Bushin comes off a lot sooner, and you're sort of wondering, shall I use Bushin, shall I not use Bushin? For me, I like to wait until I can do a full combo including Bushin, because if I use Bushin when it becomes available, I won't have it ready for when Kasatsu is ready, and I'm actually going through a full combo again. Just to keep my sanity, I like to have a full combo where I press every button that I need to press, and then I like to have certain cooldowns in the middle where I won't press everything just because it's not all available, and then I reset and I go back to pressing everything. Just to reiterate, if I pressed Bushin every time it was available, there'd be a lot of cases where Kasatsu and Bushin won't be used in the same rotation, in the same phase, and I don't think that's efficient. Again, that's the way I play. You might find somebody on the balance disagreeing with me, but in all honesty, again, if you're not doing complete end-to-end or end-game extreme content, I think you'll be fine. You'll be more than fine actually. You'll find your DPS probably spikes quite high, a lot higher than you thought it would by playing ninja this way. It's really easy just to go in and start pressing anything and thinking, oh, you know what, okay, I'm going to start in with a little combo here. I'm going to do a bit of this, I'm going to do Mug, I'm going to do Bushin, I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to do that. And you know, you just sort of press whatever, and whatever you feel like. I'll drop a dot because it makes sense. I'll do Babakakra because it's available. I'll do Kasatsu, I'll do Ice, I'll do Dream Within a Dream, Assassinate, you know, Lightning, Tenchi Jin. You can play like that. By all means you can, but honestly, like, look, I'll do Trick. I'll start doing some abilities now, but because I use Trick at the wrong time, I'm not maximizing my damage, nor am I really maximizing my raids damage, and it's sort of whatever. And that's not how you play ninja. You can't. Realistically speaking, it's not one of those jobs where you can just sort of spam random buttons. And there are jobs like that. I've got a red mage, and I know there is a set rotation, but even so, it's quite forgiving in that you can press abilities as you think they should be used, and you'll get it right, sort of maybe 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10, maybe even more than that. But with a job like ninja, you need to put in some time to learn how to use, or when to use the abilities rather, and a good tool for remembering that is remember which ability you use before using that ability. So for example, as I said, Lightning before Tenchi Jin, and Assassinate before Lightning, and Ice, what's it called, Assassinate before Lightning? Yeah, and Ice before Assassinate, things like that. And you know, Bushin after Mug. It's quite easy once you get used to it. But I hope that's helped, and if it has, drop me a comment below, drop me a like, whatever. It's up to you. I don't really care. I don't really do this for the subs or anything like that. I do it because I really do love this game, and it's something that I think a lot of players will find useful. So yeah, all the best, and go